Okay, welcome guys to our witchy Halloween themed call. We want to just have a fun, festive call to celebrate this time of year and yeah, just have a good time and share some fun things for Halloween. So we're going to start, I'm going to pull a card for us to see what kind of spiritual message comes through for us. And then I'll pass it over to Maggie, who's going to create a beautiful skincare face tea of some kind. And then we'll close it off with Kaitlyn, who's going to share some beautiful autumn blends. Kaitlyn is like the master at creating amazing essential oil blends. So the oracle deck that I'm pulling from is called Sacred Earth Oracle. I really, really love it. I was familiar with this deck from a studio that I'm working at, but I got it myself because I just loved it so much. So I'm just going to pull one right here. I'm going to just shuffle for a few moments. And as you're settling in, feel free to just kind of ground yourself, maybe take a deep, slow breath. If you got an essential oil nearby, maybe breathe in your oil. We'll just center together as a little group here. All right, here's the one. Ooh, this is weird. I chose this the other day. So this is called Formation. And I will read this one. This actually came on I was having a challenging day when I chose this. So maybe this will resonate with some of you. So it offers us an earthly meaning, a spiritual meaning, and then some insight. So the earthly meaning is, let emotions settle before you scramble into action. Observe and reserve judgment until all is revealed. Allow a situation to unfold in its own time and space with minimal interference. It's going to get better. Play with your sense of yourself, challenge it, add to it, pull it apart, bounce it off other people, and take on new form. Spiritual meaning. The process of self-discovery deepens and strengthens your spiritual connection to life, earth, and the universe. Expansion means deepening emotions, questioning your reality, and scrutinizing the meaning of life. Gradually, you will come to your own truths, and gradually, you will let them go as you embrace even more profound realizations. Every precious, miraculous moment of your life has the capacity to transform you. The insight. Once upon a time, around 4 billion years ago, a solar nebula collapsed and spun in on itself. Our sun formed at its center, and what remained of the nebula orbited around it. Over tens of thousands of years, these particles began to stick together. Small clumps became larger clumps, which fused into mile-wide objects that collided, smashed apart, and came back together. The push and pull of gravity worked its magic, merging heavier objects with smaller ones, until Earth and the other planets of our solar system were formed. In the beginning, powerful transformation can look like chaos. That to me is the key to this whole thing, is that powerful transformation can look like chaos. If an aspect of your world seems to implode and crash in on itself, or you feel like things are spinning out of control, remember this is a process, not the destination. Once the dust settles, a whole new world will be available to you. So that is our message for today. Does it resonate with anyone? It does for me. Things falling apart before they come together. Formation. All right, we'll keep that at the center of our little gathering today, and I'm going to pass it over to the glowing goddess Maggie, who's an amazing skincare esthetician and herbalist and wise woman in the garden.
I have a lot to learn, but yes, it's fun. It's amazing. So today we're just going to make a really simple recipe. Anyone can do this. You could do this with anything you already have. This doesn't have to be the way that I'm doing it right now. I'm just offering a way. And I'm using my glowing goddess face tea. So you could use any herbs here, any tea, whatever you want. Okay, this could be so simple. Like you could use a tea bag of like chamomile tea or something like that. It could be that simple, okay? But I'm gonna use this beautiful face tea because I'll show you here. I'm just pouring the water over my herbs and letting it steep for just a minute. And I'll show you this beautiful purple, I don't know if you can see it, super purple tea, okay? Yes, you can use any tea. Someone said jasmine green, Wendy, that was probably you. Yes, that is an incredible tea to use. Use it. This one I'm just using because it's so beautiful. It's so purple, right? So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little bit of Madagascar Vanilla. I'm using this because I just have like a tiny bit left, like to where it's annoying to try and get the drops out. So what I do then is I just like pop the little top off and I use one of these little wooden sticks and I'm just dipping it in there. And then I'm gonna mix that right into my tea. So I'm adding this awesome vanilla, which is full of like B vitamins. It's just incredible for the skin and it's so grounding. And so yummy. I love edible skincare. If you know me, you know that. So another thing I'm gonna add today, because we're doing this witchy call, is some frankincense tears that I have and some citrine, mostly because citrine to me is like sunshine in the middle of winter. So I'm gonna add that right into a bottle. You can use any bottle here, okay? But I'm gonna use one of my old Glowing Goddess bottles. So say you got a Glowing Goddess mist, you have a bottle left over, maybe this is what you do with the bottle. So I'm just gonna put my little funnel, add in my citrine, do a little magic right here, right? Just really like add all the magic you can. That sound is magical. Okay, and then I'm just gonna pour in my beautiful purple tea, which could be any tea. And I'm just gonna fill the bottle. Now here you can choose to add some witch hazel. I'm gonna do that because it's a witchy call, so I chose witch hazel. But again, you can use honey, you can use nothing, you could use apple cider vinegar here. Just get creative. Whatever's gonna help you like actually do it, right? A little witch hazel. Witch hazel is really good for people who have more oily skin. So if you do have that, I recommend it. And then apple cider vinegar is really good for people who just need like some toning, some healing, some anti-inflammatory. So then I'm gonna shake it up and mist. And that's the Glowing Goddess Face Mist. Super easy. If you do make this, make sure you put it in the fridge or just keep an eye on it because water-based products can go bad. So you wanna make sure like use it up within a week or put it in the fridge. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed that. And we're gonna pass it to Kaitlyn.
Hey, oh goodness. Hello, everyone. So I made
Can I just
some,
make a question before we move on? Is
Yes.
that okay?
Go for
Thank
it.
you. I couldn't find my unmute button. Sorry. Mags, are you going to drink like what's left in that jar then, since it's your unmute?
Yeah, you bet I am. It's delicious. Really good for skin and collagen and elasticity.
Okay. So you'll drink whatever's left out of that little jar and then use the rest of it for mist after you refrigerate. Just like that. Thank you. Sorry, Kaitlyn. Thanks for letting me interrupt.
no, you're good. So I've been playing around with fall scents. This is my favorite time of year. I've also been making a coffee series that if you're in the Rise and Thrive group, you can follow. I have more recipes coming soon. But these ones I made to add to your diffuser for a cozy and crisp autumn feel. So the first one I have is Autumn Joy, which is what these are just names that like I came up with. But Autumn Joy is 2 drops of white fir, 2 drops of patchouli, which is one of my favorite oils, and 2 drops of wild orange. And I actually sent this to someone, I don't remember who posted it, but she was talking about how she like can't figure out how to use patchouli and just doesn't like it at all. And I sent her this blend. I know Wendy is my favorite. But she put it in this blend and said that like it's going to be one of her go-tos from now on. And whenever she wants to use her patchouli, this is how she's going to use it. Another one is called a chai latte. And this was part of my coffee series that I haven't posted yet, but it's like, it really just smells like fall. And my sister's been diffusing the heck out of it. 3 drops of cardamom, 1 drop of cinnamon bark, and 1 drop of ginger. And then a walk in the leaves, which was inspired by like going out for a walk. Can you share these ones in the chat, Kaitlyn? Yeah, I can type them after I'm done talking, I guess. Or I can put them in our group chat. But a walk in the leaves is 2 drops of white fir, 1 drop of peppermint, 2 drops of frankincense, and 2 drops of lavender. My dog likes this one, and he like tends to stay in the room when I diffuse this one, which I really like because he's not like running away from them like he does sometimes. And then the last one, since it's a witchy call, I did a witch's broom inspired by those like cinnamon broomsticks that you can buy at the grocery store. And my boyfriend said, why don't you just put cinnamon bark? Like it's a cinnamon broomstick. So like, that just makes sense. And I was like, well, that's not a blend. That's not fun. So I like cinnamon vanilla things. So I've been diffusing 3 drops of cinnamon bark with 1 drop of Madagascar and vanilla, because the vanilla is like super strong that if you put too many drops, it's like way too overpowering. But yeah, those are all the fall scents that I prepared for our witchy call.
Those are awesome. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you while you were saying it. I was trying to type it, but I couldn't keep up. Just want to get the names correct. I like.
Yeah, I'll post them. I can post them in the Facebook group and like in our WhatsApp.
Yeah, that's perfect. Those sound amazing. And it's like similar about the vanilla being light, like what Maggie did with putting the vanilla on a stick. Like that's something you can do when you're cooking too. Like I've done that. I used to do that with ginger, but I love ginger so much that I just put a couple drops in my food. But if it's a pretty, yeah, Carissa's saying the same. But if it's something that you don't want too much of, like oregano or something like that, that's really strong, just put it on a toothpick and then stir it into your food. And then you're not getting an entire drop, because sometimes 1 drop is too much.
And something to note on the oregano, especially because that's like a lot of people put oregano in their fall scents. If you have anemia, if you put too much oregano, it can actually cause your red blood cell count to go even lower. So if you're anemic, you have to be careful with how much oregano you put in everything. Good
thought. And I mean, it's kind of easy to avoid that because it's a very strong aroma. So yeah, you don't want to put too much anyway. It's very strong. That was amazing. Does anyone have any questions about any of those or anything else similar they've tried as far as the blends, or something about Maggie's face toner that you'd like to ask? You can unmute yourself or you can type something. I wanted to ask maybe I missed it, but what tea were you using, Maggie, to make it purple?
Oh, I used this glowing goddess blend. So it's a tea that supports like your skin, and it just is really amazing for like overall like collagen production and skin tone and just the health of the skin. So what I do is I mix butterfly pea, which I get from a lady in Thailand who like wild harvests these like amazing lotus. Oh my God, she's incredible. Anyway, I get some some of that from her, and then I get some chamomile from my friend here on the island, some rose petals from my garden, and then there is a little bit of hibiscus. And yeah, it's the blue from the butterfly pea and the hibiscus come together and make this like really beautiful purple color. So I love it.
Amazing. And I feel like now I should share that Maggie's got an incredible, I don't even know how to say it, but like many lines of products that she creates. I don't even want to call them products. They're like potions for skincare. So yeah, you can always reach out to her if you're looking for something. She's incredible at personalizing skincare for people. Yeah.
It's my favorite thing to do.
All right. Well, that's all we had to share today. Anyone else have anything else they want to ask or share? All right. Well, I'm going to try one of these blends today, Kaitlyn. So I will let you know how it goes. Very curious to try some of those out. Thank you all. I hope you have a happy Halloween, and let's all just trust in the magic. It's fun to, remember magic that we kind of forget about as adults. So I hope you had fun on this short little Halloween call, and thanks for coming. Bye, guys.
Thank you. It was awesome. Thank you, guys.
Love you.